He's proper been done up like an Essex boy, to be honest, and I really like it. It really pops. Welcome back everyone to another episode of my first season of Doctor Who reviews. Now today we are focusing primarily only on one thing, and that is the amazing 35th anniversary set exclusive to Dapol, because they produced it, and this is a very limited indeed. This set was limited to only 350 worldwide. Think about it, England, America, Europe, Asia, all these other places that have masses and masses of Doctor Who fans, only 350 of these were created. Now I'm lucky enough to have one mint in its packaging, here it is. I'm also lucky enough to have another one mint in its packaging, and you guessed it, one more loose. I have the packaging but I opened it basically. So I've managed to get 3 of these sets and I'm very grateful for that. These sets generally cost around about £100–150 depending on how many people are bidding. So they're not overly expensive, but when they do come up they do give quite a lot of excitement in the Doctor Who world, in my opinion anyway. Simply because this particular set is very special indeed, and we'll get to that right now. So the very first figure we're going to have a look at today in this set is the Time Lord figure. The Time Lords were released individually and as part of a bumper pack, and also in various sets. Now this is the cream coloured Time Lord. This is the highest of Time Lords, if you like, in the Society of Time Lords. The other colours available were brown, grey and also burgundy, but the gold one was the superior Time Lord, if you like. Now the articulation for this figure is in the arms here, and also the head does rotate as well. There's no articulation in the legs simply because the legs are just one part. Excuse the blue tack on the bottom there. They are all part of the body. Now I actually really like this because it is one of those figures, and I kid you not, has never ever fallen over. Okay, yes, there's a bit of blue tack on there to kind of make sure it does stay firmly to the ground, but because there's no wobbly legs, it just does not fall down. The fact that obviously the figure has a skirt hides the fact that the legs aren't, you know, movable. But I would be well up for all the Dapol figures, quite honestly, having this ability, because honestly the amount of times I've had to pick up a John Pertwee figure or a Cyberman figure that just fall over is endless. So that's the gold coloured Time Lord, lovely part of his set here. I'll leave him down there. Then we have the third Doctor, portrayed by none other than Jean Pertwee. I don't know why I always say it in French, I really cannot understand it. So the articulation of this figure is the head, arms, and this time the legs as well. Again, excuse the blue tack at the bottom, it's well needed. One thing to note about this particular figure is it's absolutely huge, and I will show you that in comparison to his arch enemy, the Master, which also comes included in the set. Here is the Master. The articulation is exactly the same on the Master. Just look at the difference. Jean Pertwee is about, in terms of normal height, nearly half a foot taller. It's crazy. I don't know what happened when they were producing this figure. It's even more evident when you look at the back. Just look how long his torso is. His torso is ridiculous, and so are the legs. Everything about the figure was wrong. But that being said, I think it's quite a good likeness to Jean Pertwee, and at the end of the day, it's just one of those things. It just, when I display, I kind of have, you know, Jean Pertwee displayed back here and the Master kind of like that, so they look roughly the same sort of size then. I'll just leave those down there. So they're the kind of figures, you see what I mean? Look, Jean Pertwee is falling down, and I'm just going to balance him there and cheat. Now, they're the kind of normal figures that are released various times over and over. Included in this particular set, and only this particular set, is, first of all, somebody's trying to get hold of me, this lovely gold coloured Davros. Now, yes, I know it's not screen accurate, but nothing Dapol did was screen accurate, so don't bother me. Notice that he does come with one arm. I don't believe they ever released the two-armed version, which is the first screwed up release version they did back in the day. Here's a comparison to the standard silver one. As you can see, there's absolutely it's just leaps and bounds. I know Davros never had gold anywhere on him, but even, you know, even his seat is gold as opposed to just white, and the tops there are gold as well. The rim, he's proper been done up like an Essex boy, to be honest, and I really like it. It really pops, it really stands out. I actually have all my gold, I say gold, it's obviously not 9 carat gold, it's only 8 carat, but I have all my gold coloured Dapol stuff in one of my glass cabinets, which you've already seen in another video, because I just love the colour gold, who doesn't? So that's the Davros. He has articulation on the arms. I ain't going to touch him because the arms on Davros's break very easily, so I'm not even going to attempt to do that. So gold coloured Davros. Then we have the very special edition of K9, which I know we've seen in a previous video, so I'll be very quick on this one. This is the 35th anniversary, it says so on K9 himself, only on that side, not on that side, in comparison to a normal plain K9. There we go, you can see it says 35th anniversary, and this one just doesn't. So it's a nice addition to have to your collections if you're able to get hold of it. So that's K9. Finally, we have the Tardis, but before we get to the Tardis, let's just take a look at this. This comes included in each set. This particular one is 183 of 350. Don't ask me why they've always written the numbers in anything like this with Dapol in pen. They've gone to the trouble of typing it, and then they've just done that. I guess they've printed it out 350, and then some poor sod has had to number each one. So this one's 183. One of my other boxes is 121, and I don't know where the other one's gone. In fact, there it is down there. It's number 69. Oh, hello. 69 of 350. So they're my sets, if you like. And finally, we have the glorious Tardis. Don't know why I said it like that. This Tardis is not a sound effects Tardis like the one we've seen previously in this series, but it does have a flashing light when there's a battery in there, which there isn't at the moment. What's different about this Tardis, you ask? Well, it's gold. Can you not see? I've got gold windows here, there's gold lettering there, and it's gold all the way around, and also it says 35th anniversary just up there on the top instead of saying police box. It only says it on the front, all the rest just say police box. There we go. Just turn it around, and when you open the doors, which is always a struggle of mine to get these damn doors opening, I'm just going to cheat and lose the lid. Whoops. We've lost the lid. Let's get that back on again. Bit of a blunder. Never mind. We all make mistakes, don't we, occasionally? There we go. So inside are gold. What's the hemispheres then? Gold roundels of a Tardis. This one actually I've just noticed has got a little bit of gubbins on it, but never mind, I have to clean it off. So what makes this different, like I say, the fact that it's just got gold roundels in it. I never really display the Tardises like this because I think it kind of cheapens them. I always display them with the doors closed, and straight away doesn't that not look so much better. So that is everything that's included in the 35th anniversary set. Now, if you've got one of these sets, I would love to hear from you because I'm a massive fan of Dapol, as you have probably guessed by now on my channel, and I like to just, you know, talk to people that have a common interest in Dapol. This lid's really getting on my nerves. It's something that I've been collecting ever since I was about 4 years old. Like I said in a previous video on the series, please do keep checking them out if you haven't already seen it. The Dapol Dalek was the very first bit of merchandise I actually got back when I was like 4 years old. So it's something that's resonated with me forever. Now don't get me wrong, Character Options have obviously smashed it with their detailing, but that's primarily because it's the 21st century against the 20th century, so there's no comparison really. These hold dearly to my heart, and I'll continue collecting these until I run out of space, time, money, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We will be back again for the finale episode, episode 10 of the first season, and I'm planning on doing something a little bit special in that one. So it may be a little bit longer to wait, and it may also be a longer video to watch as well. If you're happy to stick around and watch a longer video, I'd really appreciate that. In the meantime, if you haven't already checked out my playlist for this season, then please do, and continue to enjoy, hopefully. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have already subscribed, I really do appreciate it. Every single comment I get I read. I try and reply to as many as I possibly can. So again, thanks for all your the comments and conversations that we have in the chats down below. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. Jean Patouille.